All right, guys, welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes of Mike. I'm your host, Michael Beckford, and in this episode, guys, what I'm about to share with you, it is a bit disturbing to me. It had my blood boiling a little bit. So we'll take a look at this right quick, guys, and I'll see you guys on the other side. This is 5 Minutes with Mike. Our news, our voice, our issues. Believe that.
Do you like this?
I'm just trying to
What's up?
What's all this?
Y'all
So the whole entire time, bro, she reached out to me to put you to a loyalty test for lack of intimacy. She felt like y'all wasn't having intercourse in the bedroom, the affection wasn't
yeah,
there.
you're not me because you're a
She
bro.
actually reached out to me to get.
You gonna lay our business down on the table for these?
You did with that in there. Tell her all our business and da da da. Me.
I was just chopping it up. I was just talking, chilling.
And you telling her that you on a nigga. Fuck do you mean?
So basically, bro, the whole entire time you've been on camera the moment you walked
Like-
in the nail shop. So everything that you was
The
talking to
whole
the
entire
decoy
time.
about, it's been filmed already. She
yeah,
was
the
listening
whole
all the
time
time.
watching your stupid duck. You got me up.
What you doing?
You dog nigga. Yeah.
That's how you feeling?
What the you mean? It's how you feeling. You feeling a nigga, and I'm feeling you.
Crazy.
No, you're crazy.
Oh, this conversation.
No, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. You mean? But where you going? Where you going? No, I'm not, bro. No, you're not doing this. You're
All right, guys. Based upon this clip that you guys just saw off of Jack TV, I was very disturbed by it. Honestly, I was very disturbed by this individual's behavior, and it's honestly nuanced to the behavior of another individual that I'm going to show that clip later on this episode. That was just very irate to an individual, a black male that was a part of the LGBT community. And so, but let's get into this particular thing. So I watched the whole episode of Jack TV episode. Matter of fact, Jack TV is one of my favorite shows on YouTube. I also like watching Cheaters and a couple other shows, but Soulless Cheaters, I meant. Not the original Cheaters that was back on in the 90s, 2000s, whatever. But Soulless J, I watch his channel as well. But this episode of Jack TV, they did what they do. You know, they pretty much do like these sting operations. They usually do it at an Airbnb or something like that. But in this particular episode, they chose to do it at a nail salon. So the premise behind the whole thing was that, hey, this particular individual, this black woman, believes that her boyfriend is cheating on her. But she wasn't sure who it was, In her mind, of course, she's thinking it's probably another woman. So, Jack TV, they set up this thing in regards to, inside of a nail salon. And they had a decoy that was supposed to be this nice, fine, Hispanic woman to maybe, obviously, if you guys seen any of his episodes before or anything like this, then you know what kind of happens with the decoy. They put cameras all over the place and try to see if they can get the man to fold. I mean, it is what it is. Well, what was unexpected in this particular episode was that they didn't even end up getting a decoy involved. So the girlfriend, she got her, she set up the thing with the nail place, and the boyfriend, she's normally he goes to do a lot of personal care for himself. And she ended up telling him, hey, I'm going on a flight, blah, blah, blah. Well, she was in the back of the nail salon the whole time. And one thing led to another. The boyfriend actually invited his male friend, aka homeboy, which we all know they're pretty much messing around. You guys got to watch the full length, Jack TV episode to see it because of copyright and stuff like that. I do not have permission to use all of the content that's inside of that video. But the point of the matter is, what they did decide to do was they decided to leave the decoy in the car because they're like, wait a minute, that hug, the way he hugged, his friend, quote unquote, homeboy, that ain't like her other, straight heterosexual presenting males would do. And so, here we have it. One thing led to another. The nail tech went to the back. She was like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but do you want me to try to... This episode of 5 Minutes with Mike is brought to you by Michael D. Beckford's newest book, Homeboys. Everybody has a homeboy, or friends call his own. The best friend you kick it with at the family barbecue. The one you trust to bring around your lady without raising a red flag. A homeboy will play video games, smoke, and chill. A homeboy is a nigga you can ride or die, and the one you sleep with on the low. Homeboys, available in ebook and paperback or wherever books are sold. Press the boyfriend to kind of see what's more of going on between a boyfriend and his homeboy, that pulled up in there drinking champagne, the owner of the place or whoever the Asian woman was that gave the champagne, they just living half their own supply. And then, the boyfriend of the girlfriend, she said, he said basically he got something going on special for a special someone later. And all this while his girlfriend just went out of town. So obviously this stuff is strange. And, the big thing is, we all sat in barbershop chairs, right? I've never, got a manicure, pedicure, whatever it is. I don't know what all that, stuff is. I've never got it done before in my life. But I know sitting in a barber chair, you share things in confidence, right? Or confidentiality, You talk about stuff at the barbershop to people that sometimes you'll never talk about in front of others. Especially you want to talk about in front of a coworker. Because it just gives you a relaxing vibe and things like that, especially if it's a barber that you cool with. You may talk about your girl, you may talk about life, you may talk about politics. That's just that type of vibe. It's no different than going to a nail salon or nail place, right? So the bro was pretty comfortable where he was, in regards to being to kind of let his guard down and just telling the nail tech, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I F with dudes on the low type shit, and, he just whatever. And so after all these things were kind of getting uncovered, the girlfriend realized, oh, wait a minute, my dude is fucking around with another dude. And to kind of summarize it all, like I said, you guys can go on the episode to watch a full episode of Jack TV here on YouTube. Summarizing it all, at the end of the day, once she found that out, now, mind you, let's rewind for 1 second. Most episodes, if a woman found that their dude is cheating or a man finds that a woman's dude is cheating, they normally, they go off, right? They get, what I'm saying, they're emotionally high, and it's understood, right? But in the way that this individual, now let's fast forward back. Now, the way this individual handled this dude, to me it was atrocious. Why? Why do I say that? Because yes, I get that. I get the factor of you being mad and upset. You have every right to feel mad and upset that your dude is sleeping with any other person, Like the woman said in this particular episode, she said, hey, they were sleeping around, fucking almost 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. I mean, they go to work, they'll go here, they'll go there. So I get it. So, but then now y'all, obviously the stuff started slowing down because dude was, attracted to another guy, which, hey, that's his prerogative. But the way that she handled the situation, calling him out of his name, calling him the P word, you know what I'm saying? Saying all these things that are very pejorative, very, you know what I'm saying, just outlandish towards this dude. And she hit him in the face too, by the way. Now, if it was a man that had done that, it would be a crime scene, right? If he had slapped her in the face like she did when she first came out to basically, you know what I'm saying, once they went out the nail salon place and she slapped him in the face, a man did that as a crime scene. You know what I'm saying? She did that. Oh, she's going to get away with it. Nobody, no pun intended. And I don't like that part. You know what I'm saying? You should never put your hands on another person, period. The man could have retaliated and decided to hit her back. Then what? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that factor. The second thing I didn't like was the fact that at the end of the day, she was calling him all kind of, you know what I'm saying, homosexual derogatory terms, I should say, right? And then she had the nerve to talk about the man had a little penis. Wow, okay. You wouldn't be this hyped, especially after the dude say, okay, I'm over it, I'm gone, I'm done. She tried to hold the man from baby to leave. Like, If the man says he's done, he ready to leave, you cannot stop a person from being able to move and hold them in ransom. That is called, in some cases, kidnapping, right? You can't hold a person. And I'm glad that the security for Jack TV got in the middle of it, like, hey, back up, like hold the girl back, because you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. If the man is ready to go, let him leave, because at the end of the day, people do crazy things under the influence of anger, right? So she literally, obviously, she did some things that were under the influence of anger, and guess what? He could have popped off and done some things under the influence of anger. You never know what a person's intentions could really be that's happening deep down inside. Even though the man was he was mostly quiet, not really saying much, you know what I'm saying? Not really that, back and forth retaliatory type of tone. At the end of the day, bro could have been thinking about, oh, I got this fire, I'm confident in it all. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. If a man says he wants to leave, let him go. The same thing for women. I just did not like the way that this particular individual handled this whole situation. The woman, I should say, listen, I get that you're frustrated. I get that you're mad. Just say those things. But to put this man on Front Street, to blast him, to talk about his penis size, which I think she's lying. That's always the way they go when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying? Especially most of us black males, we're packing, right? So so stop the cap. And you wouldn't have been so much about, oh, well, we haven't had sex in 3 months if his penis size was some, some little shit, okay? So stop it with the cap. But the basic thing is, bro, I do not like the behavior of black females like this, bro. I do not like this type of style behavior, and I'm starting to see it more and more, as you will see in this next video.
Shut my motherfucking
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I don't even know you.
Boy,
back
get out
up.
of here.
Please back up.
Boy, get
back
out of
up.
here with your
Back
ass.
up. Back up.
Get out of here with
Back
your
up.
ass,
Back
bro.
up. Back up.
Get out of here with your ass,
I
bro.
don't know you.
Get out of here. I don't know you
I
either.
don't know you. So
What's
why
up?
are you up on me like
What's
that?
up?
Why are you up on me
What's
like that?
up? What's up, boy?
Please back up.
What's up?
Please back up.
What you gonna do?
I don't even know
What
how
you
people
gonna
started
do?
attacking me for no reason.
Nah, this
I don't
nigga need
even
to
know
crop
you.
that shit
I
up.
don't know you.
I'm sick of this.
I know you. I don't know
sick of
you.
this
I
shit,
don't
bro.
know you.
Just
I came in this
Nah,
my
that
business. I don't
shit.
know her. I'm gonna record for my crew. I have a
going.
government job that I'm
Get
not
go-
trying
I don't
to
give a
lose.
fuck that
The
government
fuck?
job. You need to not have no shit. No, just go.
I don't.
So, as you guys saw in this particular video here you have another black woman that was just agitating this black man just for him being who he is, which is freaking ridiculous. I mean, obviously she has some jealousy in regards to the man, you know what I'm saying? In layman terms, I guess he had an ass bigger than hers or something. Whatever the case may be, she was jealous, bro. Like, she was jealous of this man that was a homosexual dude just living his life, just living his regular life. And it's just so crazy that you have all these women that are just, you have some black women that are like cool with the feminine black dudes, but until they find out, you know what I'm saying, that there's another dude that they interested in fucking around with dudes, then they getting upset. You know what I'm saying? Or they may use the feminine dudes as kind of like their gaydar to find out if this dude over here is gay or that dude is gay, to know that to not date that person. But they may not actually have true genuine relationships with some of these gay dudes that they have affiliated with. And in some cases they personally, have a strong dislike for the very, quote unquote friend that they have that's gay, because they're always scared that their man. It's like their man. I'm gonna say it again. Their man in their mind may switch over and go to the other side, right? And so the basic thing is, according with this lady that just agitated this dude in a supermarket, him minding his own business, calling him out his name, calling him all kind of slurs. When it comes down to it, it was just all uncalled for. And at the end of the day, listen, women, for any women that's maybe listening to this episode, I want you to know this very clearly, very strongly. If a dude is gay and is not attracted to women, there's nothing that you can change about that. I don't give a fuck. I could care less if the dude is a thug from DC or a thug from Atlanta, if he is attracted to the same sex, there is no change in him. Period. Point blank, period. And so with that being stated, these two women are examples of why guys continue to stay within the realm of DL culture. Because of the anti-culture that exists primarily within the black community and strongly by black women. Yeah, okay, black woman, you just got another competitor. That's all it is at the end of the day. Like, yeah, you got to compete with other women. And guess what? Yeah, you got to compete with some men. It is what it is. But you cussing and riling up stuff in the store and saying all these slurs and talking about people's penis size and all this stuff is not going to change what a person attracted to. And the same thing can go the other way. I can't get of lesbian women to like some, some penis if I take her down to the freaking moon. If she don't like penis, I'm not going to be able to change that fact. So listen, ladies. And then I also saw, going back to the Jack TV episode, I also saw some comments in regards to, oh, she need to get tested. Oh, yeah. Listen. Do y'all think that it's homosexual people that are the only ones that may have diseases? Okay. Why does it always goes to the stigma of, oh, they need to get tested because he's probably messing with all these dudes versus, wait a minute, what about your nigga that's messing with all these females, right? Females get diseases. They get chlamydia. They get syphilis. They get all kind of herpes, all kind of diseases. Why aren't they going down to the clinic if a nigga been done F with Shaniqua over here, Bomquisha over here, and Cynthia over there, and he stuck his ish in each one of them raw, right? Why is it that you guys don't make the same claims of going down to the medical center when your dude just effed around with a couple of chicks from wherever, right? That's been effing with whatever. But when it come down to this one dude that you find out that he's obviously, sleeping around with his homeboy or whatever, then now it's an essential problem. Guys, you guys got to do better. African American community, I talked about it in my video Out It. You got to do better. You got to do better about all this whole situation, because at the end of the day, you're not going to change a man. You're just not. A man is going to like what he's going to like. A woman is going to like what she's going to like. You can try to beat the gay. You can try to pray the gay away. And yes, God does perform miracles, and he can do what God can do. But first and foremost, that person that is living in that lifestyle, they have to want it for themselves. No matter what that lifestyle speaks for them, they have to want it for themselves. Whether it's a person that, sells dope or whether a person that's selling some ass, they have to want it for themselves. All right, guys, this episode has gone long enough. Please like, subscribe, and hit the comments. I love to hear what you guys got to say about this. Have a blessed day. Some of your favorite books from the creative mind of Michael D. Beckford are coming soon to quicklit.com.